Hello guys, and welcome to another video here on the Mad Chili channel. Just ignore the black screen now, just going from window to full screen on iRacing. It is the new week here on iRacing, and joy of joys, the SLPCC has got Wildcard week, which means they're at Homestead Miami Speedway for an oval, basically plate race. It's called plate racing because they restrict the plates of the cars in NASCAR. I guess you can call it super speedway racing as well. But it's basically all flat out drafting. Basically recipe for carnage, and the only way you can win it is basically luck. As in, you're still there at the end after everybody else has crashed. So, sadly, this does count after the new change that iRacing had. This does count on your oval safety rating and iRacing now, not the road rating. So I guess in a way we're saving our road rating from loss, but at the same time the oval rating I've been building up
we've got two laps to get the job done,
destroyed. We're going to see what happens here. So we're in the Mazda now doing some qualifying. We are the second best Mazda in the field by the looks of iRacing. That is on oval iRacing, by the way, not road. And we'll see how we can do. So going out there, we've got minimum fuel for qualifying, and we'll go up to 5.3 gallons for the race. It's only a 19-minute race rather than the usual 25. I don't know why it's such a random number. That's just what they chose. I'm guessing it's something to do with the way the Mustangs lappers. Maybe it's a certain amount of times they lappers in 19 minutes. I don't know. But it's 19 minutes, so deal with it. It's a bit better than the 25. It's a little bit shorter, which I think is needed. Now, the first lap in qualifying is not going to be as good because the car's not fully up to speed, but they're still going to be better than my first times, because my first times were set on the VRS baseline setup. However, this time is being set on the VRS oval setup. It is from 2020 Season 4, this setup, rather than 2021 Season 1, because VRS decided to start charging for this setup, rather than it being free content like it was last season. So, never mind, but we're still alright. So this lap is actually going to be better than my previous best because of the setup. That setup is a lot faster in a straight line, so we are going to see, hopefully,
that lap was
a fairly competitive lap time from it in qualifying with low fuel and everything. So we'll see what it's like. Obviously, this second lap should definitely be quicker than the first lap, and by hopefully quite a large amount. We're talking over a tenth of a second, which is quite a bit considering the entire track is flat out.
The leader has just done a 42.30.
This does make for boring racing. However, we're all going to be as a pack. Obviously, since last season, the Mazdas are now above the Jettas in the starting order, so it is a bit promising. That means that we won't have any VW Jettas blocking our way, hopefully, unless they decide to come through the pack. That lap was an entire tenth better. And we've just gone P2, so hopefully that does stick. That's a pretty decent lap, actually, a 42.224, so we'll see what that's like. But we'll see, yeah. So there we go. We're going to put it up to race fuel. Now, that is our VRS setup there, working nicely. I'll put it back up to 5.3 gallons, which is what it is by default. Yeah, there we go. Everyone in the Mazda class has qualified, and there we go. Nicely, and it does appear that none of the what do you call them, Jettas are faster than our Mazdas, so that's good. They are all good 0.2 of a second slower. Someone's done a 42.133. The bit that concerns me is their car number 14. Obviously, this is my concern with iRacing's new approach to making basically the licensed class depend on the track, not the series. For example, the street stocks are at Texas Motor Speedway road course this week, so therefore we're being scored on road. But all the people who drive in the street stock series don't really do a lot of road quite often. A lot of them don't do any road, so they're still rookie class and have a low I rating. But they're experienced with the street stock because they race it all the time, and they're therefore quite quick in it. So the downside, it basically means that you end up people, say rookie class, finishing ahead because they have experience of oval racing, or people finishing ahead in an oval because they have experience on road racing. It's a little bit silly. Like, So car number 14, they're probably rookie class because they never do any. I bet they maybe don't do any oval or do very little oval. And as a result, they're quicker than me because they're maybe used to the Mazda or they've got a good setup. And that means that they will take a lot of iRating off me, even though technically they're better than me anyway. Because, you know, I mean, I don't know. What division are they in? Car number 14, Division 3. So that's better than car number 14. You can see car number 12, Division 6. So it doesn't add up, the divisions versus numbers. You can see there, look, car number 10 and his Division 1. It doesn't add up. So you end up with getting a bit kind of, I don't know. I wish they would have just kept road series to road and oval series to oval. I get that it makes it I think maybe as well this license system will become more effective in a few seasons' time when people who do oval have started racing road more, as in their road license is going up because they were racing road in an oval series, rather than just not doing any oval at all. They'll still be doing it 1 or 2 weeks a season now. So it's kind of fair. Maybe it'll work in the long term, but right now it does cause a little bit of weirdness where the faster people might be slower and the slower people might be faster. But, you know, it doesn't matter. Only 2 minutes left of quali now. One thing I really hoped this license change would do, would allow the qualifying format to be based on which discipline you were doing. Obviously, in oval, qualifying's 5 minutes. In road, qualifying's 8 minutes. But obviously, around this track, which is a 42-second lap, you do not need 8 minutes to qualify. Sadly, though, that's what we've got, so never mind. There's quite a large pack of Mustangs. They're all going to zoom off at the start, and then we've got the VWs and the Mazdas kind of all merging into one class here. And then the Pontiacs are a little bit slower again.
Yeah.
What did they say? Was that about pitting? I honestly can't remember what they said. You don't need to pit in this race, though. You got unlimited fuel. Well, not unlimited, but you can go max fuel.
5 times.
Were they saying something else? Like the VW... maybe they were saying to the Mustangs pass us. Yeah. Also, that is the thing. With this being multi-class, it's going to be absolute chaos. Obviously, when I did this at Atlanta last season, I don't think I ever finished a race particularly well. Because quite often you get three wide VW and Mazda fighting, and then 3 wide Mustang come along, going a lot faster, like 3 seconds a lap faster, and yeah, you get the idea. Basically, gigantic accident. So, I'm only going to be doing the one race, I think, this week. I'm just doing it to get the participation. Also because I think I can get a hilarious video for you guys. So we're only doing the one. If this goes absolutely terribly, I'll just tell myself that it's only one race. We've actually only got 7 Mazdas in here, so we're looking at probably top 3 in class. So, and you can see it's very tight, obviously, because the entire thing is flat out. We're all doing 42 3s, 42 2s. And then there's one person that's a 42-4 and one person that's 42-1 that are outside those 2 brackets, top and bottom. But then us 5, look at that. I mean, separated by a tenth and a teeny bit. The setup, I mean, right now, look, from P6 down to P9, P2. That Mustang, I think, must have spun on its lap or something, or messed something up, because there's no way the Mustang did that time naturally. Obviously, you know, it's not like you can mess up a lap as in you get the wrong braking point or anything, because there is no braking point. Right, 5.3 gallons is how much we're going with. That should be enough. I maybe could have gone with 4, because 4 gallons. Because this race obviously usually...
Keep it clean, yeah? No crashes.
This race is usually 25 minutes long, however, it's only 19 today, so obviously 6 minutes less fuel being used.
Take it easy when you're lapping the slower cars if it's the first time.
But we'll see how this goes. We're starting in the pit lane for some reason. That does happen at some ovals on iRacing. Not all of them, but some of them do.
Do we need to come into the pits at all or not?
No.
Sweet, that is good.
Yeah, I don't think we need to pit in 19 minutes. Also, yeah, so, this is going to be crazy, this is going to be absolutely insane. But we'll see what happens, I think. This'll be interesting. Yeah. If it all goes horribly wrong... The track temp
is 26 Celsius. The air temp is 26 Celsius.
Because I don't have much confidence in this race. It is called Wildcard Week for a reason.
You need to catch up to the guy ahead.
Just remember that. It's called Wildcard Week for a reason. I suspect we're going to leave a gap to the Mustangs behind, right? I suspect. Well, the Mustangs ahead, I mean. The VWs probably won't leave a gap to us because we're all very similar speed. Once we get up to top speed, the VW and the Mazda, they basically have the same top speed. Just that the Mazda and the VW have always been very similar. Just that last season they said that the Mazda was slower than the VW, and this season they said the Mazda is faster than the VW. I think the Mazda was always faster than the VW because the people who drove the VW. And that change that they made has made this series a whole lot more enjoyable for me this season. But we'll see how this goes. As I said, I'm kind of waiting for carnage, to be honest, but we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully we don't get involved, you know, I don't like this sort of racing. I've said it before, I don't really like it because it's basically luck-based. There is no skill in turning left flat out. Like, there's no braking point to get right, there is no apex to hit.
You're not supposed to be in front of me.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing to get right or wrong.
Go, go, go.
That guy, third place, has just jumped start. They're going to get a penalty for that, surely. How are they not going to get a penalty? They just jumped start.
Got one on the inside.
Well, yeah, there you go. The guy who started third then has just jumped start.
They're low.
I said, I'm not sure if they're allowed to do that, but never mind. We'll try and break the draft now to the Mazdas behind. So if we can get into a top 3 group and then stay there.
Black tag.
Far inside, keep high.
I will take that. I'm going to follow this Mazda up here now. Get the draft off them to try and get into second. And then maintain second.
Hold your line. He's still there. They're inside.
Okay, we're clear apparently. Oh, I didn't look clear in my mirror, but it said we were clear.
Hold your line.
Right, we've stayed second. Now.
Sorry, Tony. Didn't really check
No, I really don't have. I don't think this Mazda. I don't know. I thought this Mazda here must have a penalty, but obviously not. Obviously, going to be lifting a bit through these corners to make sure we can.
Should be about 27 minutes of fuel remaining. 0.3 litres per lap.
So it's going to be pushing this person along. Obviously, we are allowed to get a little car contact or whatever. Oh, maybe a bit too much of a tap there. I don't know. Don't tell me this is a Mazda. No, I was going to say, is that a Mustang lapping us already? No. It's obviously somebody who's had a bit of an issue at the start. We have broken the gap to the Mazdas behind a little bit in this kind of top 3 group we've got going here. This guy, for some reason, drafting with me, is choosing to go 3 wide, which doesn't seem like the most intelligent thing in the world to me, but no matter.
Coming up on your...
We estimate 26 minutes of fuel remaining.
Okay, we should have enough fuel to get to the end.
4 litres per lap.
You're in the middle.
Why are we going 3 wide? Can someone explain this?
He's still there. Keep digging. Outside line's
We're kind
clear.
of supposed to work together
Inside
in this
line,
sort
you got
of
one.
racing. That's kind of the idea.
Clear.
That we work together rather than... Because now, look, all the Mazdas behind us have caught up. Okay, so if someone didn't get the idea of what this racing is supposed to be like...
You got one
right,
right
I'll just lift for a bit there. The moment we're in second place, but I don't know how long that's going to last. I would love to finish second. Absolutely love it. Unfortunately, all of the Mazda class has now bunched together a little bit more.
You got one inside.
People don't seem to understand that you're supposed to like bump each other. That's how you get away.
He's still there.
I don't know. These people, I guess, they're being a bit more careful. They're not treating it like plate racing. They're treating it like a road race, which it isn't. But you know, that's how the group behind the caught us up.
We think about 25 minutes of fuel left. 0.4 litres per lap.
Right side.
That lap was a 42.13.
Still there.
So all these guys that are they're trying to go around our outside, because this guy here in first doesn't seem to understand how this kind of racing works. I've been trapped on the outside. Oh, I got trapped on the inside there. I was trying to...
Still there.
Right, it's clear that way. I'm going to go up here.
He's still there.
The guy who was in first doesn't seem to understand
Keep it steady. Still there.
how this works. Oh dear, I was just waiting for that to be a gigantic crash. And this is why I don't like this kind of racing. It is just... going around like this, wait, oh dear, no, oh dear, yeah, that was my internet there, just blinking out, that's not good.
Should be about 25 minutes of fuel remaining.
I'm just gonna lift a little bit, I think,
They're inside, right side.
and let this chaos happen.
Hold your line.
Again,
You're
that's the
clear.
thing. My time across the line is just like it's changing all the time. I was second one time, then fourth. You see what I mean? It's just luck based on who has a run where.
All right, Morgan.
You got one right side.
The only aim really, the only
Still
thing that's
there.
skill based is don't crash.
Still there.
The rest of it is basically just turn left and see what happens. For some
Still there.
reason, a VW is trying to join in our fight,
It's still there.
even though they
Clear.
have nothing to do with it. They're obviously not being scored
On your
against us, but they are trying anyway.
He's still there. Keep
So,
digging.
see what happens with that.
He's still there.
P3, you've just done a 42.20.
I'm
Still
going to
there.
relax a little bit, I think, and just sit
Still
back
there.
a little bit.
He's still there. Keep digging.
How have we got left? Oh my
Right
word.
side.
We've only been going 5 minutes.
He's still there.
And this is what I mean, like, this is just ridiculous. I can
Still
see
there.
why they made it 19 minutes rather than
Still
25.
there.
It's just a little bit more bearable.
Still there.
Oh, they touch. And
Keep
that's
it
the thing, if
together,
there's a
hold your
massive
line.
crash, I can't really avoid
Still there.
it. You know, like, if a crash happens right in front
Keep it
of
steady.
me,
Still there.
no matter what you do, oh, there's been a massive
Hold
crash
your line.
behind, there goes,
Come
someone's been
on,
taken
hold your
out.
line.
Someone's been
outside.
taken out. It
Your lap
didn't
time
take
was
long, did it?
42.17. Okay, Morgan.
First
That's good
death.
consistency. Keep it up.
We're just waiting for more now. Well, that's one Mazda out of it. And I'm not sure if they took
Right
any
side,
more on the
clear
way
of
by.
five.
But we're definitely going to get more of those. Almost certainly.
Stay high. You got one inside. Coming up on your.
Yeah, the VWs
He's still
are joining in with this. I don't know why
Still there.
they are, but they are.
He's
for
still
some
there.
reason. It would be kind of nice if they just kind of sat back a little
Clear
bit.
outside. You got one right side.
Kind of stayed out our way. I'm also waiting to see at
Outside
some
line's
point
clear.
all
On
the
your right.
Mustangs are going to come past and lap us.
Still there. He's still there. He's still there. Still there.
Right, I'm in third at the moment, quite safely.
Still there.
Because one thing with these VWs being up here, they are actually
Still
kind of
there.
creating a barrier between the top 3 in
Still
Mazda
there.
class and the rest of Mazda class.
Keep it steady. Still there.
I don't trust half
He's
these
still there.
VWs though. I don't trust them.
He's still there.
I'm just waiting for a big accident
He's still
of
there.
someone
Keep
who
digging.
isn't following their line correctly.
Hold your line.
It's not going to take long, surely. There's going to be
Still
a big
there.
accident at some point, right?
Still there.
We estimate 23 minutes of fuel left, 0.5 litres per lap. P3.
Still there.
Right, we're still safely P3, so I'm happy with that.
Keep it together. Hold your line.
Race has been quite calm at the
He's still
moment. Oh, someone's just been kicked out of the server.
Keep it steady. Still there.
I don't know what class they were
Clear
in.
up high. Right side.
Oh dear,
Still
oh
there.
dear, that VW was just trying to make a gap
Hold your
where
line.
there was no gap, and that was almost an accident.
He's still there.
That was almost a massive crash.
He's still there.
Oh, Karma 14 is drifting
He's
up
still
there.
there.
These Mazdas do that, they drift up,
He's still there.
and
Keep
it does
digging.
create,
Keep it together. Hold your line.
Definitely.
Still there. Still there.
You've just done a 42.12.
Still there.
Right, hopefully those
He's still
VWs are going to start, like, pushing back
Clear.
now. The top 3 in the VWs are actually all behind us now, rather than any Mazdas.
You got one right side.
I'm just going to stay
Still
here
there.
nice and safe on the inside, to be honest.
Still there. Still there.
I'm just staying here nice and chill.
Hold your line.
I'm not so bothered about what's going on.
Still there.
Just ignore all these VWs and everything
Coming
that's
up on your-
everywhere.
Still there. Keep it together. Hold your line.
This is all about survival.
He's still there.
Mustang coming.
Still
Oh,
there.
I think the Mustangs are coming to lap us.
He's still there.
By the sounds of what someone just said, I don't know.
Clear
I think
high.
that's what they said. I don't know. That may have been on the
Right,
I think that might have
first
been on the Pontiacs they were talking about there. But that
Right side.
the Mustangs coming by to lap
We
us is
think
almost
about
certainly.
22 minutes of fuel remaining,
going to be-
0.4 litres per lap.
So yeah, the Mustangs coming
Still there.
by is almost certainly going to be a big accident.
Still
So
there. Clear outside.
we've got to be
On your
careful
right.
of that.
You're being caught by the faster class cars.
He's still there. Clear high.
So we're being caught apparently. How long's left? 10 minutes. Oh, I blinked out at the worst time.
You got one right side.
Oh, sometimes
Clear
my
high.
internet is. Oh, that was close. They just touched, and I was watching the 8 car
Coming
drift
up on
up,
your
and I
Like
was
to kill
like,
me.
I was like, that's going to be
Still
a
there.
massive crash, but luckily
Keep
it
it steady,
wasn't.
still there.
I'm actually up into
Was the
second
bike
place
still there?
now,
Keep digging.
briefly.
He's still there.
Okay, Morgan, 10 minutes to
Right,
go.
two
That's 10 minutes
Mustangs are by.
left.
Weirdly, the Mustangs
Still
are very
there.
separated, so I don't know whether they've
Clear
had
up high.
a massive crash or something, but they're not together, which is better for us, because that means we're not getting 2-3 wide Mustangs passing us.
We think about 21 minutes of fuel remaining.
We've got plenty of fuel.
0.5 litres per lap.
I can't believe that 8
That's
car,
half
think about it,
distance.
didn't
Fuel
get,
levels are fine.
didn't get a jump start. Like, just thinking
Park
about
them
it.
coming on your outside.
It did massively jump start. Oh, they're
Oh,
gone.
there's a faster
They're
class car
dead. Oh,
approaching.
they're not. I thought that was
He's
so
still there,
dead
keep
there.
digging.
I thought that guy was so dead.
Still there.
Oh, he's
Inside's
rejoined
clear.
and he spun out the... Oh, dear. Wow. Okay, right. Yeah, so those two just had a coming together. First and second. I was waiting for that. And
Stay
now,
high.
let's try and take the lead.
He's still there.
P2. The lap time
Because
was
I think we
at
actually maybe
42.24. The lap times are pretty consistent.
Still
Let's
there.
go, let's go high, get a good run. Oh, that's a Mustang
Clear
there.
inside.
What's that Mustang doing?
Coming up on the inside.
Why is it going on the inside?
He's still there.
Okay, Mustang, you can pass us like that, I guess.
Still there. One car inside.
I don't know why it was doing
Still
that.
there. Clear low.
I want to go back down on the inside. There we go. I'm going to go on the inside now, just shield the inside, be nice and careful, because I'm happy with second place. Obviously, yeah, the Mazda that was in first / second, obviously had a bit of a coming together there with the 8 car. Luckily, I wasn't
Right
involved.
side. Outside line's clear.
And it's calmed down a bit now. Or saying that, it's 3 wide behind us, so that's going to be very interesting. Waiting for a big crash behind us, I think. Those VWs aren't going away, are they? I mean, one of the VWs, that black VW, got taken out in that crash as well, so... It is considerably quieter on the VW front. There's only 2 of them now. It's getting very busy behind us, though. Look at that. Oh, they're going 3 wide. That's just waiting. That's an accident waiting to happen right there. That
Pontiac
is.
on your outside.
Right. How long's left? Okay, so it's still got 7 minutes.
Should be about 18 minutes of fuel left. 0.5 litres per lap.
Right side.
We've got quite a while left to go.
He's still there.
That last lap was at 42.40.
Still there. Hold your line. Clear.
Don't know why they're trying to go 3 wide. I don't know. They're actually only 2 wide now, I think. So,
Right side.
but yeah, that VW there is trying to take it 2 wide.
Keep it together.
with us.
Hold your line.
And that's going to be an... Oh dear,
Still
yeah,
there.
these VWs are getting a bit too close now. They're
Still there.
trying to go for a move on us. I don't
Me
really
too.
know
Keep it
why.
steady. Still there. Still there.
The thing is, if you're stuck out on the inside, they can't really
Clear
come
outside.
down in front of us so easily. So,
Low side. You got one.
You've just done a 42.28.
Hold your line.
we'll see what happens here. Oh, those guys behind have dropped back a bit, actually. I think they must have had a bit of an incident. This guy ahead seems to have really slowed down, having to lift loads.
Clear on the inside.
I'm
Right
lifting
side.
an absolute ton. Just trying not to hit
He's still
him.
there.
Oh, I think we're coming up on a Pontiac. Yeah,
Still
the
there.
Pontiacs. There's 2 of them. We're coming up on both
Still
of them
there.
now. Hopefully they will just get out of the
Keep
way.
it steady. Still there.
Nicely.
Outside line's
I don't
clear.
know.
You got one right side. Still there. Still there.
That lap was at 42.46.
Oh,
Clear up high. On
why
your
do I
right.
keep
All right,
blinking
Morgan,
out?
lap times are pretty consistent.
I mean, it doesn't happen too
Still
often,
there.
so hopefully we'll be okay.
He's still there. Keep digging. He's still there. He's still there.
Oh, they're going
Keep it
for it on the
together, hold your
outside.
line.
I could be down to 4th here
He's
if
still
all
there.
these guys manage to get by on the
Still there.
outside. They've got a bit of a run.
Still there.
That's 5 minutes to go.
It's
Come
not
on,
really
keep
what I
it together.
wanted.
We'll be on
I
the
didn't really
podium
want
here.
anyone more
Still
to
there.
get involved in this. It's because for some reason, this
He's
first
still there.
place Mazda has really slowed down.
Keep it steady. Still
Oh,
there.
I want to go for that gap then, but that blue Mazda
He's still there.
decided it was having a
P3.
gap. That was almost a
He's
crash
still
if
there.
I hadn't paid attention there. And
Still
I was
there.
third across the line that time, so I did lose a bit of time.
Still there.
Right, if I can get in front of this blue VW,
Keep it together,
I'm going
hold
to
your
come
line.
up in front of it. Oh, no, doesn't
He's
look like
still
I'm
there.
going to
Keep
get
digging.
it.
He's still there.
I'm now pushing this other Mazda
Hold your line.
Slower class
Try
car
it.
ahead.
Still there.
to try and do something.
Still there.
Yeah, these Pontiacs. Yeah, we're
Clear.
getting close to this point. Yes, okay, the gap behind, the group behind us has fallen back now. If they try and go high, I'm joining them.
Coming up on your bit of high.
P2, that's half fuel. You've used half your fuel.
Oh no,
push,
he's going to take my
push,
space.
We can win this.
Coming up low side.
That blue VW is going to take my
Still there.
space. No, I thought he was going to
Keep it
help
together.
me.
Hold your line.
That's annoying.
Hold your line.
Oh, that blue Mazda gave me a bit of a
Still
hit
there.
there.
Slower cars ahead, including the class leader.
Still there.
Cool, man.
Oh, something's happened there.
He's
Something's
still there.
happened.
Keep digging. Rewind. You got
I'm
him on both
actually
sides.
able to get into position
He's
in the
still
lead
there.
here.
They're high.
There's a slow Mustang holding them up.
Our
And there we
inside.
go. Oh, well, the Mustang,
still
okay,
there.
that Mazda was not having me try and take its lead.
Still there.
Oh, that was close.
Still
to
there.
it. Oh, I got 4 incidents for that.
You're in
That's
the lead.
annoying.
That lap time was
How was that 4 incident points?
42.02.
I think you got 4 incidents hitting
They're all
somebody
round.
else. That's a shame, that is, to get 4
It's a faster
incidents.
car
I was hoping
approaching.
we could be incident-free here, but no. Oh, another little tap from that blue Mazda. I'm a bit disappointed to get 4 incidents. I think we can get 4
Look,
and still
Santana
be
again.
okay on safety. Oh, come
Right
on.
side.
How was that 4 incidents? Oh, that's
Keep it
annoying.
steady,
So we're going to
still
I mean,
there.
my
Me too.
safety rating in oval
He's
doesn't
still
really
there.
matter quite as much to me because it is
Still
it's
there.
currently above 4 in B class and I can't progress
still
any
there.
further than that with the series that I'm doing.
Still
So
there.
the safety rating side of things for oval doesn't really matter
Still there.
for me quite as much. But I don't understand
He's still there.
that tap that blue car gave me was really not that
Still there.
bad.
Okay, Morgan, faster car approaching. It's their class leader.
So I'm
Wood
surprised
is leading the race.
it was
Still
4
there.
incidents. I really am.
Still there.
Right, only 2 minutes
Hold your
left,
line.
so this is going to get crazy now. Obviously, I
Keep
care
it
more about
steady,
the
still there.
iRacing than the safety
Stay
rating in
high.
this race, so
That's
I'm
2
willing
minutes
to
left.
go
2
for it.
minutes.
Right side.
P3.
Still there.
Okay, the Mustangs are lapping us.
He's still there.
Oh
Clear
no,
up high.
that was close. That VW, my car shifted up a bit, and that was really close. Luckily, both of us managed to keep the car, you know, pointing in the direction that it should be pointing. And it
Coming
wasn't
up
an
on your-
incident either, which is what matters.
Keep it
more.
together. Hold your line. Clear.
Right, I'm going to go on the outside here because that blue car is holding me up. And now we've got that white Mazda in the lead.
Coming on the inside.
It can...
There's a faster car approaching.
Still there.
We're matching race pace. P2.
Still there. Inside's clear. You got one right
I
side.
don't know, we're going to stick to the inside. This guy on the inside's been a lot
He's
more,
still there.
like, he hasn't, like, bothered
Still there.
ignoring the fact I'm there or anything. Right, only
He's
55
still there, keep
seconds to
digging.
go, so there's not long. I'm waiting
He's
for
still
a
there.
big crash on the last lap, so
Still there.
that's probably going to happen.
Keep it steady, still
that
there.
white Mazda is really coming down there.
Keep
Now,
it
on the
together,
last
hold your
lap,
line.
in these oval races, it is allowed
Still
to
there.
go under the white line, I believe, to pass.
He's
It's
still
only
there.
on the last lap, though, not allowed on any other lap.
He's still there.
I believe that is the
P3.
rules.
Clear outside.
I'm
On
pretty
your right.
sure. I know it's the rules of Daytona,
Still there.
so I'm guessing it maybe carries across. Oh, I thought there was a crash there.
Right side.
Oh, my internet went at the worst time then.
He's still
Right,
there.
this isn't the last lap somehow, despite the fact there's only 20
Hold your
seconds
line.
left. So we're going to have one more after this.
He's
I
still there.
think.
Keep digging.
we're looking good for at least a P3,
Still
I
there.
think. I said I'm a bit disappointed about the 8
Still there.
incidents, but you know it's not the worst thing
Still
in the
there.
world. If we can get out of it with 8 incidents
Still
in
there.
a 3rd place, that'll be okay.
He's still
But
there.
I think there's more to come somehow.
He's still
Now
there.
people
Keep
see
digging.
that white
Okay,
flag,
Morgan,
they
10
suddenly get
minutes of
very
fuel remaining.
they
Hold your
suddenly get
line.
very competitive.
One more to go.
And
Keep it together. We'll be on the
I'm willing
podium.
to just shove anybody
Still
out of the
there.
way to get a win. Oh, that Mazda there
Still
just tried
Clear
to
of
do
5.
something. It just tried to come down directly in front of me there. So we passed it at least. Oh, that was a bit rough from the VW. I don't know what
One
it's
car
doing.
inside.
That VW just wants to shove me out of the way.
Still there.
I don't know what it's doing. It's going to cause an accident.
He's still there.
I'm just going to stay out wide, I think,
He's
and
still
avoid
there.
that VW. If we get a run to try and win
Keep it
it,
together,
then we
hold
get
your
a
line.
run to try and win it. If not, we won't
He's
win
still
it.
there.
Come on, VW, give me a big push.
Still there.
Come on, let's win this. No, we're not going to be able to win it, but
Still there.
in the end, across the line, it is
Clear
P2.
low.
P2 in the end.
We're on the podium. Good drive.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Sorry.
Oh, that was nice. That was nice to count on safety rating, wasn't it? Just straight up hits me. Yeah, that'll count on safety rating, sadly. That 12x there. I think that'll count. That's
Good job, Tony.
That's
The
just
back
not
markers
on.
screwed
I think
you
that
in.
was.
I've
I
only
think
got
that
the
was on
car line there
purpose.
with you, but
Never mind.
yeah, it's got pinched
I'm a
twice.
bit disappointed about that then, because that'll be 12
Yeah, I
incidents,
saw there was
not
a
8.
back marker on your right, and then you
He
turned to
just
avoid
decided,
him, and I
oh,
was
I'll hit
right
this guy.
next
Why
to you.
not?
Sorry,
I mean,
boy.
the reason he ended up getting whacked somewhere else was because he came down
Good
on
race
me.
to the end, though.
We'll watch a replay of that one because that was interesting.
Race go.
What's your speed limit in the pits? Pit lane speed limit
Yeah.
is 80
And that's why I'm not
kilometers
going
per
to do
hour.
this race again. I'm only going to do it once, I think. I got the participation. I probably gained some iRating as well, which is nice. I don't know why that guy tried to take me out at the end. Let's have a look at what happened with that guy then. That was at the end where he just took me out. But what actually happened, I think it was on this lap here where he got shoved out. I don't know whose fault it was, so that's the thing. So I'm there, look, on the inside. I've kept the inside line, kept it. I'm still on the inside. So he doesn't really... To be fair, I think that's a racing incident. I'm still on the inside, you can see. He actually... Yeah, whoa. Actually, it has nothing to do with me. I thought it was us two, but no. Our cars never actually touch. There might be a little touch there, but actually, he gets spun off the first place. So I don't know why he took me out there. To be honest, I don't think that was anybody's fault. But that was definitely on purpose, that. I don't know why he did that, but never mind. It'll be an extra incident point, but never mind. I'm not a massive fan of driving like that, but there we go. And as a result, we did count the 12 incident points. So we would have lost a lot. We probably would have lost a lot less safety rating if we hadn't got that extra 4. I don't really know what it was for, that bump, to be honest, because I think we were all right, really. And the guy who won it, turns out, actually jumped the start to get there. So I don't know if that's really allowed, but okay. We gained 34 iRating, though, on the road side of things, and the safety rating I really don't care about because it's on the oval side of things, and I'm already above 4 in B class, and I can't go any higher. So as long as it stays above 4, it's not the end of the world. Although I'm a bit annoyed about that last 4 incidents there. That guy just blatantly hitting me right at the end. I mean, it wasn't even an incident. I don't think the initial incident was his fault, or my fault, or first place's fault. He just came down a little bit, touched me, touched the other guy, and then he didn't even crash. That's the thing. He just got slightly... So I don't think... Maybe he's angry about something else, but whatever that last incident was, it was definitely intentional. No one turns right around the left-hand corner after the checkered flag, but... overall, pretty happy with it. 34 iRating as well, and we got that participation as well. So I'm not going to be doing that again this week. Luckily, there's quite a lot of interesting stuff on the road side of iRacing this week. Both the Ferrari GT3 Challenge and the BMW 12 Challenge are both at Summit Point, which I really like. So I think I'll be doing quite a bit of them this week. VRS Sprint is at Oran Park, so hard pass. I hate Oran Park. The European Sprint Series is at the Nürburgring GP circuit, so maybe that'll be worth a go. I don't know. I quite like Nürburgring. That's in the GTE, right? Yeah. So that might be okay. and the IMSA is at Daytona, but they're having a 75-minute race. And I'm not sure if I fancy doing a 75 minutes of just a regular event rather than a little fun event. You know, it's actually a regular race that runs every 2 hours. I'm not sure if I fancy that. I'm going to be doing quite a bit of the iRacing Street Stock Series race as well, if I can get my pace up at Texas. I'll do a bit of practice now, and I'll see what my lap times are like. Obviously, it looks like I'm aiming for about a 37.8. But I think that'll be quite fun, giving that a go. So we'll see what it's like, but I think that'll be good fun, the iRacing Street Stock Series at Texas. So we'll see. Obviously, it's a road course. It's not the most technical of road courses. It's got 2 hairpins, but it's a little bit oval-like. It's not properly. You can see it's got a few corners. It hasn't really got much to offer. Obviously, no caution, so it's just 30 laps straight. And we'll see what it's like. And then next week they go to Lanier, which is a nice standard short track. Never been around Lanier in the street stock, so be interesting to check out. And then they go to USA week 9, so I'll definitely do that because I know USA. South Boston might be a bit tight. It's a very small track, that, and then obviously you've got Thompson Motorsports Park as well. That looks quite cool, so I'll give that a go. Obviously I can't do week 8 or 10 because I don't own the tracks. Because I haven't bought anything apart from Legacy Texas for this Street Stock Series. So I didn't do week 3 or 4 either. I didn't do. So we'll see. But it's pretty fun. The Dallara Formula iRacing is at Long Beach this week, so don't know whether I'll give that a go. I don't think so. I think it'll be carnage at those things at Long Beach. Although they do go to Watkins Glen after that, and Monza as well. I think Monza will be really good fun, and Road America actually. I think Road America will be really good in the Formula iRacing. There's some nice straights, and then obviously you've got the fast little kink corner. That is the one they've only gone right. Yeah, the full course. They're not running on the alternate version. And also Interlagos on week 12. So maybe I think Interlagos could be quite cool in the drama Formula iRacing. I've raced it in the F1 game, like with Monza. So I think that could be quite fun. I'm not going to do Spa because I hate Spa in this game. I'm never going to Spa ever. I just have enough. Its track limits are way too strict and ridiculous, and it just ends up in bad safety rating every time. No matter what you do, bad safety rating at Spa. So also, Michelin Park Challenge is at Twin Ring. I don't know how to say it. Motegi. I have no idea how you pronounce that. I think it's in Japan. I think it's in Japan, isn't it? I almost said Japan wrong. Yeah, it's in Japan. So, and it looks like a pretty cool looking circuit. So, it actually looks quite similar to Tsukuba with like the long corner there, the kind of sharper stuff there. I mean, there's a carousel even after. Well, it's not really a carousel, but it's close to a carousel after a kind of tight left, kind of a tight right, then right. It's actually fairly similar to Tsukuba, so maybe I'll give that a go. Obviously, I bought Zolder as well for the 5 hours of Zolder that is coming up on the 6th of February. I think it is, so maybe that'll be worth having to go in the Skippy. I don't think I'm doing Skippy, so I don't know why, but I can never get pace out of the Skippy. I'm always really slow. I mean, it's open setup, but there's not a lot of tweaks that you can do. I've never really understood it. But anyway, hope you guys really enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I'm not going to be doing this race again. I just did it, well, A, viewer enjoyment, and B, participation, just so I can tick that box of doing a week. It's now up to 5 out of 8 weeks. So I've done the SLPCC every single week, apart from when it went to Legacy Phoenix, because I hated that. I hate that track. Legacy Phoenix is ridiculous. It's not a fun track to race around. I couldn't really get pace. Also, I was using the Pontiac right at the start of this season. I was using the Pontiac, but I think I've moved back over to using the Mazda now, because I really enjoyed it. You know, I've really enjoyed using the Mazda. You know, last week at Alton Park, the week before at Summit Point, I really enjoyed using the Mazda. So I think I'm gonna continue to use the Mazda. And then in terms of the SLPCC, obviously I've done 5 out of 8 weeks, so I'm obviously gonna drop week 11. I'm not gonna do that. And I'll probably drop week 7 as well. I don't know actually. I'd say I quite like the Daytona road course. It's better than it's the best oval road track I've been around. The Phoenix one is ridiculous. I don't like it. And I'm not a massive fan of the Atlanta road course either. And they go to the Homestead Miami road course later in the season, so that'll be worth seeing if it's any good. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. Hope to see you in the next one, and bye-bye!